So today I'm going to be giving you some self-care thoughts on arms and hands, and forearms too, of course, just this whole area. If you work at a computer desk a lot, or if you're doing some kind of manual labor where it's just really involving your arms and hands to grip, if you're picking up toddlers all day, anything that's involving this arm, they can get tired. So I want to teach you a couple of things that you can easily do at home to just alleviate some of that pain or tightness in your arms. So you kind of want to start at the root. So I like to go up here into the pec area. So this is your upper pec here, and then you have your bone here, which is your sternum. So what I want you to do first is just take the palm of your hand, right hand, over into the left pec and find where that sternum is, and just go to the left of it. And what you want to do is you want to just start kind of stripping that. You can even use your other hand to reinforce, but if you can, start at the sternum and just strip all the way into that shoulder. And again, do this as long as it feels comfortable to you. And if you feel a little spot that feels kind of tight, you can just kind of knead it a little bit. Again, using this part of your hand. And it just feels really good. And then of course, you would do the other side, which I'm not going to do right now, just kind of stay over here. So the next thing you want to do, now that you know where that sternum is, so there's a lot of attachments in there. So we're going to just kind of take your fingertips and just kind of work those attachments a little bit. Again, just getting things to kind of warm up and kind of loosen, because a lot of our postures throughout the day is this. So what we want to do is open back up. So we've stripped and we've kind of kneaded that a little bit. Great. And then the next thing is just simply just take your right arm and just kind of firmly grab your other arm and literally just grab and knead all the way down. It feels really good that you can do this to yourself. And you can work your way up and down as much as you want. You can kind of turn your hand over and get it from this angle. Great. So now that all that tissue is getting warm and it's just feeling very loved. Okay, so this is a good time where you can just grab a little tool. I'm just using just a little rubber ball. You can use a tennis ball, you can use a lacrosse ball, whatever you can find that is similar to this. And I like to use this to kind of strip my own forearms and roll them out and knead them, because I'm using my forearms every day in my work. So it's basically just leaning in and rolling out and taking it all the way to the elbow. And then again, if you find a little spot that feels tight, you can just kind of stay right there and just knead it out. And then once you feel like you've gotten it to where it just feels nice and warm and good, you can move on to your hand. And again, just take your other hand, reinforce, and just stretch that hand out. It feels so good, especially when you're in this position all day long, or gripping something in your life that you use to grip, just to get in and get this thumb area and just the whole hand, and move it out just like that. So again, if your posture is requiring you to be very forward throughout your day, this is a great stretch that you can do to kind of, again, open up the pecs and the chest area. So if you can, grab behind your back, fold your hands together, and then just push down and out. And then while you're doing that, to even make it a little more intense, you can go ahead and look up to the ceiling. Feels very nice. It's very exposing, the tightness. So you can just hold that for as long as you feel is necessary. Now, not everybody can reach back like that, and that's okay. There's another way that you can get that pec to open a little bit. You just need a door frame. So we're gonna walk over here and basically just get we'll use this side here. So just put your arm here and just basically lean into that door frame. You can even look to the opposite way just to kind of open that up even more all through there. And you can take a break and do it again. This is something that's very good to do throughout the day, not just once, but maybe 3 or 4 times a day, just to kind of open all that up. So one last stretch that you can do that's really good, especially if you're using your forearms and hands a lot throughout your day, is just this extensor and flexor movement. So you're just grabbing your hand here and pulling down so that you can stretch this whole part of your forearm out. You can hold that for 10 seconds, let's say, and then go the other side, the other way. So you're extending and you're flexing. And this is good to do throughout the day. Just take breaks and kind of go back and forth. And that's it for today. Thanks.